In this video, I'm finally going to be showing the roller bender, I guess you call it a roller, for how I create the archways for the underground house. So to get that shape, especially out here where it's really just the rebar that's making the shape, there's no other reinforcing shoring or any other structure that I'm making that shape with. It's really just the rebar. For making the house, it's been critical to be able to roll out rebar to my desired radius. So this is probably the third version of what I made here, but essentially what you got going on here is this is your lever, this is your handle, this is what you use to drive the rebar from this direction over to that direction. And there is a C-clamp that I chopped off from the junkyard, and when you rotate this, it presses this forward, which moves this carriage in, and then as the rebar comes through here, around here and there, you load it up, and then you set the radius, and then you roll it through, and this pulls the rebar through. So how it pulls it through, this is just a chain that's welded onto this, and this here is just a rotor from some automobile, some car from the junkyard. So that's provides a stable surface there. This carriage, this is nothing fancy. It's just, box sections here, and what is this? I think this is just angle iron. So it's just squished in between there. So not tight tolerance or anything, but yeah, that's how this works. So every single arch, every single piece of rebar, which is every 6 to 8 inches depending on the section, every single one was rolled out by hand with that there. I guess I won't back up to show the whole house, but yeah, if you're going to build archways, don't bother trying to use the manual bender or any kind of bender. You got to have a roller. You got to have something like this before taking on a project like this. Just do it from the beginning. I didn't, and I wish I would have done it earlier, but anyways, I'll get another shot of this in action. So I loaded up here, untensioned with the C-clamp, not tensioned. And then, I should have clarified before, to get the right arch, you basically do it by trial and error for the first one, and then you try it out and see. So that's just by the number of flips here. So I count by half flips. So what I'm doing now for that big arch you saw, actually the retaining walls, I'm going to flip over 1, 2, 3, 4. So now this is tensioned, and as I roll it through, and then as soon as I'm done, I bring it back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's how I get my consistency. This is not accurate. It's not like I have measurements on here to tell me the arch, but you just do a test piece, hold it in place, and then see if that fits the bill, and then just remember how many turns you made, and that's how you reproduce. And it's very reliable. Once you've done your test piece and you've gotten your count down and you've got your measurement down, it's very repeatable. And that's the key, is I don't need to go and measure and say I need a diameter. Some more here in front of you. I don't need to know that I can be able to do an exact diameter of 24 feet or whatever, and just be able to hit a dial and make that go. That's less important to me, because I'm just doing most of these in bulk. It's just I do one, and then I roll out dozens at a time. So it goes pretty quick. So I just loaded that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, pretty quick. There are other designs for these that I've looked at. I've seen some. There's a guy, I think in Hawaii. 2, 3. The guy in Hawaii, I thought. marked on there, a little dial. And theirs is actually mounted to the hitch of a truck. So rather than, in mine, it's a horizontal orientation. Theirs was hitched to a truck and it rolled this way, so it would roll in the air. And I didn't make mine like that because I'm just one guy. If you got multiple guys, that can, because what will happen as you roll, it's going to want to flop out, and then you're not rolling in one plane. You make a big snake. So as one guy, I needed to be able to do it horizontally because I don't have support. So that's where you see these chunks of concrete here that I just kind of plopped on the ground. There's scrap concrete I laid around to help support this, because you gotta roll it out, especially once it's back here. You can't just back it up and redo it. So you want to roll out to one plane. So as it comes out from here, I want it to be in plane with the roller. That way you get a nice consistent arch. So you want it nice like this. You don't want it to go up and then bow out. So anyways, that's why I made a horizontal design. Maybe I'll get a quick shot of this so you can see the rollers. I think I just bought these off Amazon because they're nothing special, but they were the shape that I wanted. So you can see you can see the profile of the roller there. It's nothing fancy. It looks like it's made out of grade 8 steel, but I guess I couldn't tell you for sure. But just a bearing that has something that holds the rebar, and that gets chewed up. That gets beat up pretty bad, but it works for this purpose. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful to somebody out there.